In our tutorial of today, we're going to discuss some of the items that you need to improve your English. One of them is to take advantage of the time that you have every day, especially during the weekends. Probably you're guessing right now, why am I talking during the weekend? Well, of course, I'm talking on the weekend right now to remind you, to set a reminder of the things that you need to absolutely focus on in order to improve your English. One of them is simply having a checklist, something that looks like this. Every day, you need to have a checklist. Probably the light is a little bit harsh here, so it's not reflecting on what's going on in here. But the idea of a checklist is to keep you forcefully on track of things that you need to do. But the first thing that you need to do every day is to have a cup of coffee. Have a cup of coffee is the number one thing that will push and pump the adrenaline a little bit higher, so it gives you a better motivation. Now, we're talking from a biological point of view because this is not something that has to do with your motivation. When we talk about motivation, there's this psychology that is saying that there is intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic has to do with your inner intention of what you want to do, and then extrinsic intention is something that comes from the world surrounding you or the context. But to be honest, if you want and you're willing to focus on language learning, whatever language that you're focusing on is absolutely not necessary, has any kind of priority over other languages. No, if you're interested in learning German or Spanish or French, and you have the knack to do that, if the context is supporting, this is something that you should invest on. Now, when it comes to the intricacies of the things that you need to step by step follow, this has to do with your personal preference. I mean, nobody should force you to use their own syllabus or curriculum, or you do not necessarily have to go and enlist yourself in one of the rigorous language programs. Let's be honest, there's no perfect language programs. A lot of English training programs have been commercialized and been geared towards people who are paying more or people who can afford them. But within the prevalence of internet and the access to so many free sources online, some of them with copyrights and some of them without copyrights, you can nail it. You can master English so much better. Now, this is a time that we need to be straightforward to each other and say that the government is not going to support government hiring and government contracts. So you need to focus more on improving your skills in order to get a job in the private sector or get a scholarship or secure a position in one of the big companies and corporates in Iraq or around the world. So you need to invest in yourself. This is a year where you need to invest in yourself by bridging any gaps that have to do with your personal communication skills, being friendly, how to communicate better, how to speak publicly, how to do public speaking. You know, in addition to that, you need to top it up with the mastery of languages. That is going to give you a better chance of having very successful career, and you will definitely pursue happiness for the rest of your life and leave a legacy for your children or for your family or for anybody who will follow your lead. So keep that in mind. This is a good reminder. This is an alarming reminder that your English is the probably saving ship that will take you to the shores of happiness and success in your career. Keep that in mind. This is just a quick reminder because this is Friday and this is a good time where you can spend some quality time with your books, read a little bit, listen a little bit, practice a little bit. There are so many techniques and ways and people online you can come across, and have a good friendship with, so you can practice every day. So keep that in mind and you will definitely and successfully ace it. Have a wonderful day. مدرب اللغة وليد خالد.